yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They begin here with a run by West. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. Flacco hooking up with Wallace for a Raven first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the toss, there goes West. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Play action. Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
8 yards there on a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Again, here's Blount. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Being chased out left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Throwing is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. C.J. Mosley able to get him for a loss of about 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start on the ground with West. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Here's West. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down, a run with Smallwood. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz going to give this one to Blount. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Second down, Flacco now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going with Smallwood running left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, here's Wentz. A dump off to Smallwood. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They give the Smallwood. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Finding room to the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Handoff comes to Smallwood. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Blunt. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run again with Blunt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Flacco. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Smallwood. Room to run past midfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 64 yards on the ground. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Smallwood. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing here on first down. Flacco steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Oh, with that incompletion, let's have some fun for a second. Dan Bailey, Cowboys kicker, got injured last week, so they brought in their safety, Jeff Heath, to kick. Did you see this?
I did, and it cracks me up because when you have to bring in the emergency kicker, you're wondering, are they going to go old school and look like Super Toe with the square toe and hit it straight on? Are they going to have the soccer style? Jeff Heath, the first one he makes, but the second one, that would look like me off the tee at the golf course.
That's a good analogy. Jeff, we love you, but you made 2, but that one that he missed, if you haven't seen it, go look it up. It was quite the PAT try.
But he did add 5 kickoffs as well.
He did.
So he was all around that day, and they're hoping Dan Bailey heals fast.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. On second down, Flacco to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going long here for Wallace. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Flacco. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now Campanaro. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run Smallwood, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. 6 yards to go here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A run with Smallwood. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Smallwood gets the give running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. First and goal here from the 2. Now blown. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On first down, Flacco finds a seam inside the 40. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Flacco here on second down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Smallwood. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They run again on 1st down with Smallwood. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on fourth down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz will keep it, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last gasp for Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're producing.
"愛してよ私を抱いて」